It's the finale. All right. This is Troy J. Robertson back with episode 21, season finale of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Last night's finale was traumatic, to say the least. We've got a lot of tension, we've got a lot of combativeness, we've got a lot of timeline holes, we've got a lot of production value and length of production time. It was literally wild, and this season's over. Like, we made it, we did it. It's July, it started in February. It's taken up a better portion of our 2019, and I just want to say thanks so much for staying along for this ride, everybody. Before we get started, I want to make sure that everyone likes, shares, and subscribes to FabFitFun's YouTube channel for tons more content from FabFitFun, and for future content on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for the 3-part reunion, I want everyone to head over to FabFitFun's Snapchat. I will be going live for the 3-part reunion starting next week, Tuesday, for reunion part 1 over on FabFitFun's Snapchat. So this will be the last video posted this week on season 9 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And again, for future content, follow me over to FabFitFun's Snapchat. Let's get into it, shall we? Last night's Issa look is going to Denise Richards for, I think I'm giving my first Issa look to her because she gave us this soft glam, subtle, beautiful face with like a soft nudie type lip. She had beautiful straight hair. She definitely had a lovely blowout. And I just would like to say that that flapper silver metallic dress that she was rocking, we've got the white fur coat. It was just a look, it was a moment. And thank you for ending the season, Denise, in full-blown Real Housewives of Beverly Hills glam. And I feel like this was definitely a teachable moment for you this season. And I know that you're going to be rocking it out next year, but I hope that you stay true to those casual roots. So thank you, Denise. It's a look. Troy's titillating topics. Number 1, we have Kim Richards starting the episode off strong, and rumor has it that she has been reported to be begging, I'm sure just asking, or inquiring about getting back on the show, to which I say, let's bring her back, but only if she's ready. I would love to see Kim return. I really liked a lot of the instances where she's been a guest or a friend of the Housewives, so seeing her return in a full-time cast role might be a good fit next year. I think that with the potential of Lisa Vanderpump on the way out and Kim Richards being ushered back in, we've got one that we're familiar with. It's not shaking it up too much. We won't have a major cast change, and then we don't have to like learn someone new. Even though I did enjoy learning more and laughing at Denise Richards this year. So I want to know what all of you think. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think that Kim Richards should return to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? What are your thoughts on this? Again, she has been reported to be in potential talks about this. Topic number 2. Okay, was it just me, or I swear that the brunette in Dorit's glam squad while she was getting ready for the agency party was Kelly Dodd. The brunette with like the chopped bob and the dark lip. From the side profile, I swear it was Kelly Dodd from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I was shook. Topic number 3. Denise threw on an agency ball cap at the end of the party, and she turned into a thug in a cocktail dress. She let Camille have it. She was holding everyone accountable, and she got into it. That Denise is tough, and I would just like to say, give her that contract early. Give her her diamond. I want to see that intro diamond early. I want her to sign on the dotted line. She needs a raise. I think that Denise Richards, as reluctant as I was in the beginning of the season, is a great organic addition to the show. She is no bull, and I'm here for it. Moving into the recap, the agency party, we've got the season finale, always ends with some sort of party, and all of the franchises, all the ladies are getting ready. California has experienced some rain, thank God, but this in turn made everyone late for the party. Later than everyone in LA already usually is. So we've got that going against us. We've got some wigs that are a little nervous about the rain that's occurring, but needless to say, Camille Grammer comes in, guns a-blazing. She's got her posse, one on the left, one on the right. It was very Danielle Staub, Real Housewives of New Jersey of her. Like, she walked in with non-castmate friends. She wasn't coming alone. She walked in with her husband, but she's got her girls behind her. Like, it was very 3LW. I mean, Camille, how do I explain this in a non-combative way? Because I really feel like I've given it to Camille this season. Like her, I don't like a gang up session either. I don't want to dogpile on Camille, but she is making it really difficult for me because she comes into this party guns a-blazing, and it's literally her versus every single housewife, I think, except for Erica Jane. Like, she let everyone have it. It was wild. She walks in and she says something. She like mutters to her friends, I feel like I'm back in high school with these people. I just feel like when you say something like that and then you look at some of Camille's actions, I don't want to say that anyone's acting like high school. I just think that they're all acting like they're on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They're a part of the franchise. No one's acting like they're in high school. If they were, Camille, you're just as guilty and you're playing along with it. And I don't want to seem insensitive because she is going through a lot. She lost her house in the fire. She lost her assistant slash friend. I'm confused on which title she likes more. She's going through a lot. I don't even know if she gets a drink. I don't know if she gets an hors d'oeuvre. I don't know if she gets a pig in a blanket. But she immediately walks up to Kyle and she just lays into her. She says one sentence to her, like, it was something along the lines of like, I don't feel like you had my back. That wasn't cool. People were talking about this at my wedding. Kyle is like, whoa, we weren't talking about it at your wedding. We were talking about it after the wedding. Teddy tries to even chime in. We've got Camille, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. Like, completely dismissing Teddy. Teddy's like, not having it, walks all the way away. She doesn't like confrontation. We know this. So we've got Camille versus Kyle and pseudo Teddy. She's saying to Kyle, like, hey, you were in my wedding. I didn't feel like you were supportive of this. I feel like now I'm being ganged up on. And why? Because I didn't join the Lisa Vanderpump bandwagon. I wasn't going to do that with you guys. Me and Lisa have gone through something completely traumatic, and I feel like you all have been very insensitive to it. Kyle is letting her know, like, listen, no one was attacking you. We were just saying how we felt. We were just saying the facts. But it doesn't stop there, as we all know, because Camille was out for blood. She was on a rampage. Then we have Camille versus Rinna. Rinna walks in, and she says, Camille, I'd like to talk to you. Camille absolutely says, no, I don't think so. I don't want to talk to you right now. She proceeds to call Rinna a mean girl. Like, you think I'm the mean girl? Let's see who the mean girl really is. And I don't know if Rinna is a mean girl. I just think that her delivery is a little tougher or more accountable or less bullshittier than some of the other ladies. And that might come across as a mean girl. But I don't think in that situation, Rinna is a mean girl, especially this season. Rinna has not been a mean girl. So she accuses her of being that, even though she says she doesn't want to talk to her. So we've got Rinna versus Camille. Boom. In this scene, we have Rinna saying like, hey, I lost my father a couple seasons ago and nobody let me off the hook. Like everybody, people accuse me of being a pill popper and, you know, I was going through something traumatic, but I wasn't off limits. And so there needs to be less of a double standard. Yes, you've gone through something awful, but what's different about me going through something awful and nobody putting me off the hook? This is where Denise turns into mediator of the year because she jolts into that bathroom that Camille has walked into. Camille's trying not to no, I like you, don't even get started with me. Denise is like, listen, what you did the other night was up. And you have to go out there and you have to apologize to Dorit because what you did was not okay. Two wrongs don't make a right. It was very maternal. I thought Denise's point was hard, accountable, rough, rugged from the streets, but it was true. And she got through to Camille because Camille was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna apologize. Then we get out there. They couldn't even make it through the entire speech before talking about it. Then she pulls Dorit aside. We've got Camille versus Dorit. Boom! She apologizes to her. She says, hey, I was raw. I said some things I shouldn't have said. I wish I wouldn't have said them. I was in a place where I said things that I wouldn't have normally said. Dorit is reluctant. Of course she's going to be. She's going to be trepidatious to this apology. With Camille, I want you guys to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you feel like Camille at this party was being ganged up on, or do you feel like she put herself into certain situations where there was going to be some sort of conflict. For me, personally, I feel like it's difficult because it really was her against different ladies, so I can see how she feels like she might have been ganged up on, but there were some instances where she put herself in those situations. You know, she said to her friends, it's just so hard for me to stick up for myself. And I don't feel like in that scene in last night's episode, she had a difficult time sticking up for herself at all, period. All of the conflict ends when Camille leaves, but before she leaves, she lets Teddy know one more time that I think you're annoying and I don't like that you snubbed my daughter. She's stuck on this Hawaii airport snub after the wedding. Denise now has the ball cap on. She is mediating in a ball cap. She's literally like a baseball ump. And she is like, listen, you know that she did not snub your daughter. I think that when it's put to a mother like that, she's saying, you know, you're telling me I know that she didn't do this to my daughter, but my daughter is maintaining the fact that she was snubbed by Teddy. And so for me to refute this claim would mean I don't believe my daughter. So she's sticking with her daughter, whether right or wrong or truly what she thinks, but she wants to be a good mom. She wants to be supportive. She doesn't want to dismiss those claims. Again, I think that it might have been a miscommunication, but what do all of you think? I want you to let me know one more time down below. I don't know if we talked about this after her wedding. Do you think that Teddy purposely snubbed Camille's daughter in the airport, or do you think it was just a miscommunication? The party ends and, you know, the ladies all do a toast. Of course, LVP was not there for the finale. As we know, she has not filmed with the ladies in a very long time. Camille left with her husband, David. I mean, she literally went on a tour to all of the different ladies. I don't even know if her husband got to finish a drink. I mean, it was a drive-by. She went in, she said everything that she needed to say. She said a few combative things. She got into it with Denise. She said sorry to Dorit. And then she said, you know what? Enough's enough. I've gone through too much. I can't process this all. I'm out of here. The ladies do a toast with the wine that they got in Provence. It's a great ending to the party, even though all of the cast is not there. And, you know, they just have so much to be thankful for because regardless, they're all still close, even though there's a lot of dissension in the group from a couple of other people. 6 months later. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I knew production. What did I say last time? What did I say on 2 weeks ago video? They went back and they filmed 6 months later after the end of filming. So production for Beverly Hills went back after the show started airing to record more. And I think what they shot was late spring, probably a couple months ago. I want to say it was like end of April, maybe sometime in May. I think they went back and they shot this new ending. Instead of ending at the party like they always do, they shot this new ending. We've got Camille and Lisa Vanderpump talking about how they feel really betrayed by the ladies. In a nutshell, I'm totally paraphrasing. Then we've got the ladies talking about how they have ran into Lisa Vanderpump since the show started airing. And, you know, they're talking about her opening up her Caesar's Palace restaurant, and Rinna runs into her in a parking lot. And, you know, Kyle runs into her in a Neiman Marcus, and she apologizes profusely. And Lisa Vanderpump is maintaining her stance that you called me a liar. You didn't believe me, and you called me a liar, to which Kyle, as we know, is saying, that's what you said. I didn't say that. We don't need to rehash that all again. I thought that this was a really, really clever ending. Somewhat shady, because normally we don't see the ladies' responses until the reunion. But part of me thinks that production knew or had an inkling that Lisa wasn't gonna show up. So they needed to get some fresh footage of her for this ending because they knew she wasn't gonna show up to the reunion. Whether or not they knew that that was concrete, but they probably had an inkling about it. I want all of you to let me know what you thought of the ending. It was very, very different for the franchise for them to go back and reshoot something that's not the reunion after the show has started airing. Let me know what you thought about that down below. I kind of thought it was, I don't know, I thought it was clever. I don't know if I want it to be a trend, but I liked it. That's it for this week's episode. Let's get into this week's Rose and Thorn. This week's Rose is the blonde woman in like the back leftish corner during the toast at the end of the agency party. When the ladies are toasting, she's just kind of sitting there listening, and then all of a sudden she does this big smile, and I feel like it was brought on because she knew she was about to be on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like, she knew she was about to be on television, and she just gave this cheesy smile, and that would totally be me if I was ever at an event that they were all at. Smiling because I'm on candid camera. This week's thorn is the official announcement from Lisa Vanderpump last night via social media that she is resigning from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is not coming as a surprise to most people, nor is it coming as a surprise to me. I am super disappointed, as I'm sure many of her fans are. She has a lot of ride or die diehard fans, and so I have genuinely, even though I gave her a hard time this season, and it was difficult to weigh out all ends of this in a fair way, but I genuinely have loved watching Lisa Vanderpump the past 9 years. I've loved her relationships with different people. I've loved her humor. I've loved her accent. And I'm definitely going to miss her. So good luck with Lisa and all of her future endeavors, even though she doesn't need luck from me. She is fabulous. And she's a really great businesswoman. So that is this week's thorn. That's it for this week's and this season's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. Thank you so much for tuning in every single week. I've enjoyed watching and recapping this season with all of you. Please make sure to follow me over to FabFitFun's Snapchat for the 3-part reunion starting next week. I will be live via Snapchat the next 3 Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the 3-part reunion of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 9. This is Troy J. Robertson signing off. Over and out.